Now, we often will store data off-site, and this is especially good, for example, so that if we have a catastrophic loss of our data center, we still would have all our data out in an off-site location. Now, obviously, since all of our gold of our kingdom, all of our data is out there, we definitely want to have access control there as well. Our offsite should be physically secure, and it should be far enough away from the primary site that it shouldn't be affected by the same disaster. Now, how far does it have to be? Well, it depends. I have to be further away if I'm worried about hurricane than I have to be if I'm worried about tornado, for example. We should also have a list of what we have out at the offsite location, as far as backups, as far as equipment, to make sure this is being updated and checked on a regular basis, so that when we do have a disaster, hopefully everything we need is actually still there and hasn't walked off. We take offsite backups, and it's good to encrypt those. So even if that backup was to be lost or compromised, at least nobody can read the data. We should rotate our backups so that we always have, for example, a father and grandfather level of backups, and the oldest backup is the one that gets brought back and overwritten and so on. We rotate our tapes and our backups, so hopefully we always have a few generations of backups. And when we're dealing with something like tape and even disk, everything has a mean time between failure. There's a certain length of time before that tape or that drive, especially with solid state have a very definite number of uses before they're not to be used anymore. They're not reliable. And when it comes to tape and solid state drives, we should watch that we're not trying to use something which is already expired. There's a number of types of backups we do. Usually every week we'll do a full backup of all of our systems, backing up everything. The operating system, the applications, the configurations, the utilities, all of our transactions, and all of our reports. That means that if we lost our primary server, we could completely rebuild it from that one backup. During the week, however, we'll often do incremental backups. For example, on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we'll take backups of just what has changed in each of those days. So that if we had a failure on a Thursday, we would have to go back to Saturday's full backup, and then we'd have to apply all of the changes from the Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday backups. If we do a differential backup, it's a little different in that what we'll do in that case is we'll take a backup every night of everything that's changed since the last full backup. If I did a full backup on Saturday, then on Wednesday I would take everything that's changed since Saturday. That's different than incremental. Incremental would only take that which has changed on Wednesday.